Hey, it's Patrick from J&P Cycles, and every year we welcome hundreds of thousands of people out here to the Black Hills of South Dakota. Most of those for the Sturgis Rally, but this area offers great riding for about 8 months out of the year. And a large number of those people have never ridden out here, or especially haven't ridden out here during rally. So we have some tips to make your rally experience or your just plain old Black Hills experience a little bit better for you. The first thing I'd like to address is gear. The weather out here in the hills can be wacky. I've been snowed on in August, hailed on all the time, and I have a line I use all the time: prepare for 3 seasons, you pick which 3. Having said that, 2 big points come out of that. 1, make sure you have rain gear. Especially if you're riding from a neighboring state, you are probably going to need it. Or if you stay out here longer than about 3 days, I can almost guarantee you, you're going to be caught in a rain shower of some sort. And it quite frankly can be raining in one area of the hills. You can go over a hill or around a hill and it can be just perfectly sunny. So rain gear is kind of a must out here. The other thing is pack cold weather gear and warm weather gear. Now, I'm not saying you have to pack a parka, but the temps from the morning to the afternoon can range quite a bit, especially in the canyons, or as you gain elevation, it can be pretty chilly in the morning and be blistering hot in the afternoon. So pack accordingly, bring a little bit of both, or at least bring a jacket and some gloves to keep you warm on the chilly morning rides. Speaking of rides, you really need to make sure your bike has a good maintenance schedule, or have maintenance done to it before you come out here. One of the things we see all the time are fried charging systems. Specifically when it comes to rally, there's a lot of parade riding, stop and start traffic here in town, and it's really hard on air-cooled bikes charging systems. So make sure your charging system is up to par before you come out here. We tend to replace a lot of those out here. Also, just get those fluids changed beforehand, and you'll be able to stand up to those hotter conditions a little bit better with fresh fluids in it. Another thing is brakes and tires. There's a lot of twisty, curvy roads out here. Fresh brake pads and good tires are gonna be a plus. Now, if you get out here and you are in a situation where you need a charging system, an oil change, even some new tires, brake pads, during the rally, we have a complete city block between Main and Lizelle here with just about every kind of motorcycle part you can imagine and mechanics on site. So if you run into some unforeseen problem during the rally, the store is open with mechanics on site. And speaking of riding your motorcycle, that's the other thing I don't think people really prepare for when they come out here, is we have a lot of curvy roads. A lot of very, very beautiful roads, great scenery, great riding, but they may be a little more technical than what you're used to at a lot higher heights, no guardrails, things like that. Step your riding game up a little bit before you come out here and mind your P's and Q's in these roads. There are a lot of sections out here where if you run off the road, it's gonna be very, very unforgiving. And the other thing you have to deal with out here that you may not be used to dealing with, especially if you come out at rally, is lots of people. You put 500,000 bikers in the same area and it's just constant bike traffic. And that's something you need to prepare for. Most of us aren't used to riding, around 1,000 other bikes at one time. And let's face it, bikers are kind of free spirits. They kind of do what they want. So just be prepared for the unexpected when riding in those large group situations. A couple of other just accessory items I would say would be good to have is carry cash. It's not a bad idea to carry cash out here, even if it's just for a small vendor that has some Black Hills collectible item you want. A lot of the small vendors out here that are temporary only take cash, or if you get way out and you're at some burger joint out in the middle of the hills, they may not have good internet access. It may be a cash only spot. Again, you're gonna be on a bike for a long time. Maybe you're not used to being on your bike all day. The sun can beat down pretty good out here. Sunscreen's a good one, and even more importantly is water. You can go long stretches out here without seeing, if you're riding around the hills, without seeing a gas station or something like that. It's always good to have water on you. If nothing else, it'll just keep you comfortable. And a local map. The local rally maps and road maps are pretty much available year-round out here. If you stop at a gas station or even stop in the J&P Cycle store, we generally have a free version. They're gonna point out some of the more well-known riding routes, things like that around here. It's a good thing to have. It'll save you a lot of time of driving around aimlessly, trying to find Spearfish Canyon or Iron Mountain Road. You can go right to it and experience those things. We also have a couple of other videos if you're interested. We highlight some of the better riding roads around here and some of the lesser known riding roads around here in our Sturgis Dirt video. I link you to those. And if you're interested in more information like this, head on over to Countersteer and check out our article. As always, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to drop us a comment. Go ride those motorcycles.